In the world of celebrity culture, few stories capture public attention quite like that of Diddy's unexpected adoption of a young girl, Ava Baron Combmes. Initially, this heartwarming announcement was met with applause, as many saw it as a noble gesture during a time of global strife. However, beneath the surface, whispers of darker truths began to surface, raising eyebrows and concerns about the true nature of the adoption. Diddy, known for his glamorous lifestyle and public persona, seemed to spin a poignant narrative, embracing a child who needed love and support. Yet, over time, questions emerged regarding Ava's absence from the spotlight and the peculiar dynamics within Diddy's family. Fans started speculating, focusing on Ava's discomfort during public appearances, and why she didn't appear alongside Diddy's other children, leading many to wonder if this was simply a publicity stunt aimed at enhancing Diddy's image. With troubling allegations now coming to light, including accusations based on testimonies from Diddy's former associates, the adoption that once felt like a beautiful story now holds an unsettling ambiguity. Was Ava's introduction into Diddy's life an altruistic act, or was it a carefully orchestrated move, hiding more sinister motives? As the narrative unfolds, the public eagerly awaits clarity amidst the swirling chaos, questioning what lies behind the glamorous facade of one of music's biggest icons. The truth regarding Ava's new life and Diddy's intentions looms large over their story, setting the stage for an exploration of love, manipulation, and the darker sides of fame. The surprising adoption of Ava Baron. In 2020, Diddy shocked fans by announcing the adoption of a young white girl named Ava Baron Combmes, overnight. The announcement came during a global pandemic, a time when many were struggling, making this news all the more surprising. Diddy took to social media to reveal Ava, proudly introducing her to his followers, saying that he wanted to provide a loving home for her. While the public initially reacted positively, some began to question the dynamics of the family. Ava's sudden introduction felt almost too orchestrated, raising eyebrows about Diddy's true motivations. Fans expressed concern, noting that Ava seemed uncomfortable in videos and wasn't often seen alongside Diddy's biological children. The bizarre family dynamic led many to wonder if there was more beneath the surface. Comparisons to Madonna's controversial adoptions further complicated public perception, with many analyzing Diddy's intentions. Was this adoption a genuine act of kindness, or a strategic move to enhance his public image? As the months passed, Ava's presence in Diddy's life faded, adding to the intrigue. Speculation grew regarding her well-being and the nature of their relationship, given that such a significant life event was only briefly mentioned. This sentiment prompted discussions online about the implications of celebrity adoptions and the potential issues they can mask. As the truth behind Ava's adoption continues to unfold, it challenges the perception of Diddy's role as a father and raises questions about the authenticity of such high-profile adoptions in the celebrity world. Red flags in the adoption introduction. Fans were shocked when Diddy announced the adoption of Ava Baron Combmes during the pandemic, an unexpected move that raised numerous eyebrows. While many initially saw this as a generous act, the abruptness of the announcement felt off. The moment was so sudden, almost too staged, leading many to speculate about the true motivations behind it. Diddy was quick to share cute videos online, however, viewers couldn't shake the feeling that Ava seemed uncomfortable during these moments, which only added to the concerns. Furthermore, people noticed that she wasn't included equally alongside Diddy's other children in many family videos. Viewers began questioning why Diddy's daughters weren't shown with Ava, who was introduced as his new child. This disparity in visibility led to allegations of an odd dynamic, suggesting that Ava might not have been fully embraced within the family unit. The comparisons to Madonna's controversial adoptions began swirling, with fans questioning if Diddy had similar ulterior motives. The choice to adopt a white child was curious, especially coming from a figure who often promoted himself as a champion of black culture. It opened up discussions about race, identity, and the implications of celebrity adoptions under public scrutiny. As questions lingered, Ava's notable absence from later family gatherings triggered concern, leaving many to wonder about her role in Diddy's life. This odd silence in a situation that should have been joyful only added fuel to the fire of speculation, prompting further investigations into what really happened behind closed doors. Terrence Howard's explosive allegations. Terrence Howard made headlines when he revealed shocking allegations against Diddy during a recent podcast. The actor claimed that Diddy not only attempted to make inappropriate advances but also allegedly used power dynamics to manipulate young artists within the industry. Howard painted a vivid picture of a culture that fosters exploitation, where Diddy surrounded himself with individuals who could elevate his status while simultaneously engaging in predatory behaviors. During his stint with Diddy, Howard recounted incidents that left him feeling uncomfortable, suggesting that these types of interactions weren't isolated incidents but rather part of a disturbing trend. He described parties that were more than mere gatherings. They served as setups where vulnerable individuals could be coerced into compromising situations, blurring the lines between consent and manipulation. The actor's revelations sparked a wave of discussion online as fans and critics alike began speculating about the implications of Howard's claims. They raised eyebrows at the lingering questions surrounding Diddy's personal and professional life. Howard stated that the atmosphere at these events was thick with tension and hinted at a fear that permeated the industry for those who dared to challenge Diddy. There's a growing sentiment among some insiders that these stories are only the tip of the iceberg. With Howard's allegations hitting the public eye, many are now calling for accountability and asking what it means for the future of individuals who feel at risk in such situations. The response is multifaceted, intertwining issues of fame, power, and, ultimately, the voices of those left in the shadows. Ava's troubling connection and disappearance. Following Diddy's unexpected announcement about adopting Ava Baron, many fans were caught off guard. They praised him for his generosity, but as time passed, troubling questions began to surface. Ava, once the center of attention, faded from public view almost entirely, leaving fans wondering about her well-being. Despite being introduced as a loving member of the family, her subsequent absence raised significant suspicions. Was she merely a pawn in a larger story? Eyewitnesses noted that Ava appeared uncomfortable in videos shared by Diddy, leading to increased speculation about her situation. Critics and fans alike pointed out the peculiar family dynamics, particularly her relegation to a background role, while Diddy's biological children remained in the spotlight. The lack of updates on Ava's life after her adoption announcement painted a disturbing picture. Many started to connect her disappearance with the resurfacing allegations against Diddy involving manipulative behavior towards young women and men in the entertainment industry. As whispers grew, the narrative transitioned from a heartwarming adoption to one rife with concerns about Ava's treatment and safety. Reports from insiders suggested that she could potentially be a victim of the very allegations that were being investigated. Given Diddy's ongoing legal battles and troubling claims from former associates, Ava's disappearance became a focal point for public concern, prompting questions about what truly happened behind closed doors. Speculations continued to mount, as followers urged for clarity on Ava's situation, hoping for the truth to bring her back into the light. Yet, with each passing day, the mystery around her fate only deepened, raising critical alarms and fears for her safety. Statements from Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, emerged with startling insights, shedding light on the controversial adoption of Ava Baron Combmes. Deal alleged that the entire adoption was nothing more than a publicity stunt, designed to enhance Diddy's image. He claimed that after gaining the attention he desired, Diddy cast Ava aside, as if she was never part of his family. According to Deal, Diddy found a little homeless girl, brought her into his world, under the guise of adoption, and pretended to embrace her as one of his own, all for appearances. This statement raised serious questions about the real intentions behind Diddy's adoption. Deal indicated that there was a pattern of behavior surrounding Diddy's relationships, where individuals were manipulated and used for his gain. He suggested that Ava's situation exemplifies a trend of exploitation, where those in Diddy's inner circle were used to bolster his public persona while suffering behind the scenes. The allegations paint a troubling picture of celebrity culture, where image often outweighs genuine care and concern. As the narrative unfolds, there are growing apprehensions about the repercussions of these statements and the potential truth behind Diddy's actions. Moreover, it raises concerns about the well-being of individuals like Ava, who may have been caught in the crossfire of a larger scheme. With public interest piqued, these revelations from Diddy's statements could play a pivotal role in the ongoing investigation, questioning the ethical implications of celebrity adoptions and the treatment of vulnerable individuals. As the trial approaches, observers eagerly anticipate what more might come to light. Details from the federal indictment. The federal indictment against Diddy outlines a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse and manipulation, primarily targeting women and other individuals. It describes a range of abusive behaviors, which at times were verbal, emotional, and physical. According to the document, Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, engaged in a manipulative scheme that involved coercing women to participate in orchestrated performances. These performances included commercial sex acts, which were allegedly directed by Diddy and his associates. Furthermore, the indictment details instances where Diddy used his power and influence to intimidate and lure women into his orbit. It notes that some of these coercive tactics involved financial manipulation, wherein Diddy leveraged his financial support to control the careers of these women. The indictment also mentions the use of threats to maintain control, effectively silencing victims who may have wanted to speak out. Importantly, it highlights that the acts conducted by Diddy were not done with the consent of the participants. Instead, they were often coerced into believing that they had willingly engaged in these acts, which adds a layer of complexity to the legal accusations against him. Additionally, the indictment indicates that federal investigators have been diligently working to uncover the full extent of Diddy's alleged actions, amid growing public interest in his behavior. The systemic nature of these allegations suggests a troubling pattern that extends beyond individual instances, indicating a calculated approach to manipulation that raises significant ethical and legal questions. This ongoing case continues to attract widespread media attention, as details about Diddy's alleged misconduct surface. Insider info and 50 Cent's warnings. Rapper 50 Cent has been a vocal critic of Diddy for years, often dropping hints about troubling conduct that he claims the public isn't aware of, engaging in discussions that paint a darker picture behind the scenes. Allegedly, 50 Cent possesses insider knowledge about Diddy's affairs, suggesting a pattern of behavior that's troubling and destructive. In recent interviews, he has hinted at sensitive details he believes could break the internet if revealed, warning fans to pay attention. 50 Cent even announced that he's producing a documentary focused on Diddy and his long history of controversial interactions within the industry. He recently mentioned, "This is why they put that tape out. They know they can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw," implying that there's more evidence that hasn't come to light yet. This sentiment echoes among industry insiders who have long whispered about Diddy's actions, particularly in light of the recent allegations against him regarding inappropriate behavior and manipulation. As investigations unfold, 50 Cent's earlier warnings take on a new weight. Given the brewing storm, his insights seem prescient, raising questions about what truths are waiting to be uncovered and why these accounts have gone unchecked for so long. The upcoming documentary promises to shine a light on these interactions, which may not only impact Diddy's career but could also expose many hidden truths about the entertainment industry at large. The looming trial and public speculation. As Diddy's trial draws nearer, public speculation has escalated, creating a sense of anticipation around the courtroom proceedings. Fans and critics alike are eager to uncover the details surrounding the serious allegations against the music mogul. The case, which has garnered substantial media attention, promises to reveal unsettling truths about Diddy's past, particularly concerning his relationship with Ava Baron. Many are questioning the nature of their connection, and whether Ava's sudden disappearance from public life ties into the widening investigation. Recent revelations have suggested that the allegations may involve not only Ava but also a broader pattern of manipulation and coercion within the industry, leading to unease among fans and insiders. It's essential to note that this trial doesn't only revolve around Diddy, it also calls attention to the larger issues of power dynamics in Hollywood. Allegations have surfaced about Diddy using his influence to intimidate and control those around him. Federal investigators are expected to present shocking evidence, shedding light on the darker aspects of the industry. With key figures ready to testify, the trial is anticipated to stir up long-standing rumors and possibly lead to more individuals coming forward with their stories. The stakes are high, as Diddy faces serious legal consequences if the allegations are proven true. The public is on edge, wondering what new information will surface, and how it will shape their perception of Diddy as both an artist and a public figure. The unfolding events indicate that this trial might be a pivotal moment for accountability, and whether justice will finally be served within the glamorous yet shadowy corridors of fame. As we wrap up this tumultuous tale surrounding Diddy and his adopted daughter, Ava, it's clear that what began as a seemingly heartwarming adoption story has become a complex web of suspicion, controversy, and dark allegations. Initially, Diddy's announcement sparked joy among fans, who saw it as a heartfelt gesture during a global pandemic. However, now, the details surrounding Ava's adoption have raised many eyebrows. With Terrence Howard's revelations and the troubling assertions from Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, the narrative shifts dramatically, moving from a happy family moment to highlighting deeper societal issues, manipulation, and potential exploitation. Furthermore, the federal indictment, which includes new accusations and connects to Ava, adds a chilling layer to this story, hinting at patterns of abusive behavior that cast a long shadow over Diddy's public persona. As audiences await the upcoming trial, anticipation builds, given the increasing intrigue and stakes involved. Questions about Ava's well-being and the legitimacy of Diddy's intentions linger heavily in the air. Fans, insiders, and the public are left to ponder how much truth remains hidden beneath the surface, and whether Diddy's facade will ultimately crumble under scrutiny. Ultimately, Ava's story is not just hers but a reflection of broader cultural conversations regarding celebrity, power dynamics, and the often unseen challenges faced by individuals caught in these complex situations. As the trial looms closer, and as theories and speculations abound, one can only hope for clarity and justice, in what may end up being a pivotal moment for many involved. The unfolding developments will surely keep everyone on edge, as we continue to seek answers about this deeply unsettling situation.